Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. Today we have Dan joining us because we're taking a look at the MH-60T Jayhawk. So obviously this is the Coast Guard variant, but kind of a special edition for this one as well.
Right. So going back to update it, I was doing some research, and since the last one we did, the Coast Guard has reached their centennial. I guess 2016 was the centennial anniversary of the Coast Guard and aviation, or aviation in the Coast Guard. So they did a kind of a throwback paint scheme on some of the new aviation assets that were coming into the Coast Guard during that period. So, 4-year period, they were painting the new additions to the fleet in this yellow, retro, 100-year-old paint scheme.
Yeah, and it looks cool.
Yeah, back in the old days, this is if there were color pictures, this is what you'd see of the Coast Guard airplanes, I guess, at the time.
Definitely high visibility with your going back and forth between the bright yellow or the red and white. Either way, you're not going to miss that coming your direction.
Not at all. Not at all. So this is the updated version. The last one we did is an older model. Since we're updating it, might as well do the latest model. The T is the latest. It has a lot of stuff that was added extra on the old helicopters, now kind of built into the newer version. So.
Well, and it's quite the build. This is another one of those models that takes full advantage of Brickmania's expanded print department. There is printing all over this thing, not to mention a fully loaded crew and then all the play features, etc. So where do we even start with this thing? No banana sticker. Sorry.
No banana sticker. And this model doesn't have its stickers. It does have stickers. There are the tail numbers and stuff.
Oh, fair enough.
There is a sticker sheet. I didn't even notice that we didn't have the stickers.
Whoops.
This is actual built kit, not the prototype model. So the prototype had all stickers on it, but this is what we got.
Fair enough. Okay.
So you do get stickers. There are different of this model. I was able to find 5 different tail numbers of this particular color scheme. So you do get the stickers for that. So if you were to want to make your hometown helicopter or your very own,
if you're one of the 5,
we do have the stickers. They do come with it. So if you're an operator, notice there's some stuff missing. Like it's because they're in the stickers. This is what you're seeing is all the printed parts.
Correct.
So we do have as Dylan said, we have quite a few printed pieces with this. All the Coast Guard, the insignia on the side, the doors, these. The rotor, the piping on the rotor.
I love adding that extra color. It looks really good.
Yeah, that's all printed. I think there's even printing on the bottom. I mean, you got one insignia on the bottom.
Wow.
There's a USCG sticker set that you can put on the bottom as well. Plus stickers for all the vertical, the horizontal surfaces on the above. So the anti-glare panels, I guess, or anti-glare paint. So that's in the sticker pack. It does come with the kit.
Yeah, right, exactly, with those 5 different tail designations.
There's so much printing on here, you probably didn't even notice that.
I seriously didn't when I grabbed it. I was talking to Eric and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I can move it on down. So yeah, whoops. but that's still cool to know. And you can look at, see, especially the multi-element printing on the tail boom there. I mean, that piece, to have both of those stacked on there, just what a good look that is. So clean.
And if you want to see what the sticker's like, go look at the website.
Yep.
They're full. The renders are fully loaded.
The link's like right here if you want to go check out the page.
Absolutely. So, should we just dive in?
Yeah. So we've looked at some of the printing. Obviously, we know it's kind of the Centennial color scheme, but what kind of play features are we getting with this thing?
Well, as with all of the Jayhawk models or the Black Hawk models we've done, it does everything it's supposed to do as far as being foldable. So you do have the foldable boom, the tail, the horizontal stabilizers does fold up. You can even, if you really want to, you can stow the rotor. So that's just part of. This is what this helicopter does. So
has to be able to transport it.
Right. In case they want to stick it in a hangar on one of the larger cutters, that's just snap together. This one does have a winch. You can see I've moved it from the previous one. It does have a relatively exaggerated boom that it sticks out. So they can haul bigger baskets, things like that, rescue hoist. So it's on here. It is just been updated, just like the Seahawk, where the drum is actually kind of located on the top of the door.
Look how nice and clean that is. That's one of my favorite features of this model.
You can open up the little hatch, use your thumb to operate the hoist, and it's all hidden out of the way and not like the big bulky one that was on the previous edition.
You don't have to compromise. You get both a clean look in your model and the functionality of the hoist. That's something awesome. Because I feel like a lot of times, especially amateur builders, you have to choose. You either get to use that thing or you hide it in there so much that you know it's there, but it doesn't work. This is a cool compromise.
And some of the other models, like the Seahawk that we've done, it has big opening doors on both sides. This helicopter doesn't have that. It has a smaller door. On the other side, there's just windows.
Okay.
Which they do, you can slide them open. You can reposition them. So I've made it so the roof comes off here relatively easy compared to previous models. So let me see if I can pull this off without destroying the whole helicopter. There we go.
That's so awesome.
So, whoops! I dropped the wheel. Pushed a little too hard. That's the nature of the beast here. So you do get a full detailed interior. This one we have the 3 crewmen. One guy's a gunner. You do get an M240B. You get a bunch of printed elements inside as well. So you get the life raft and the rescue basket that I just swiped those out of the Seahawk. I can't verify that they're 100% accurate.
Sure.
We do have a U.S. Coast Guard life buoy in there.
What a boost to playability, though. If you're one of the people who like to manage your interiors or really display those minifigures, being able to pop that roof off as easy as it is. First of all, you don't have to build in those printed elements and then never see them again. You can actually show them off just by popping that open. That's pretty cool.
The pilot doors do open too. I forgot to mention that.
Did that start? Was it the Seahawk? Was that when you first kind of came up with that front design that you were like, I can make this happen?
It was when I redid the Blackhawk. Once we got the license to the Blackhawk, it was like one of those things. Like I really hope we get this license because I really, really want to update this Blackhawk model. And lo and behold, we got the license. So it's become standard on all the models now.
That's
pilots out of here.
That's a really cool addition. I've loved to see the evolution of those cockpits and just the way they incorporate the opening and sliding doors, etc. You guys saw in the H125 model to be able to have those little pilot opening doors and sliding doors right next to each other without compromising any of the structural integrity. On a helicopter this size, a little bit easier to do. On something that small, pretty tough to accomplish.
So there's the guys, and I don't know if we can, camera guy, if we can get that in here, but there is fully detailed cockpit as well. So it's something that we've been adding. We actually have the right cockpit in here too. So
oh, nice.
As Sikorsky's been updating the electronics that go in it, and we've been updating ours as well. The radar, the radar warning things on the.
It's not just random buttons and dials.
All right. We're trying to get everything as close to the real thing as we can.
Sure.
So there we are. Let me put this wheel back on so I can set this
I like
up.
the inclusion of the high caliber sniper rifle brick arms for disabling those pesky boat engines.
Right, and this is the one thing that these helicopters can do: interdiction, like drug interdiction, stuff like that. So they are armed. They're not armed like, say, the Navy helicopters.
Right.
I mean, they don't have a giant machine gun on them, but they do carry weapons with them for. Usually, it's for I guess as you pointed out, stopping, intercepting drug interdiction. If you need to stop a boat and they're not stopping, one shot of that M240 will. Well, the M240 would be a warning shot, and you've got the sniper rifle. You could actually disable the engine. One shot to the engine is all it's going to take.
A lot of people know about the work the Coast Guard does to stop drugs from coming into the country, but another huge part of their role is stopping human trafficking, et cetera, as well. So they do have to be prepared to take things to the fullest extent when there's human life on the line in that situation. So no reason to not have your crew as prepared as possible. And I'd say the Brickmania one is pretty loaded and ready to go.
everything you'd want. It has all the features. The first batch we should add is sold out.
Oh yeah, went fast. But this one is, like we've said with the other licensed models, this one will be around. It'll have some time to restock and come back. What are you thinking in the future? You're going to keep with the yellow color scheme, or will we see this version shifted back to that red and white?
I think we'll keep this one, and we'll probably do the other ones.
Okay, fair enough.
We put all this work into making this particular model.
Yeah.
May as well do a few batches of it. If there's demand for it, we'll keep doing it. If there's no demand for it, then we'll move on to the next one. But.
Well, I think the distinction of anyone who already has the old school Jayhawk, putting this one next to it is kind of nice to make it not be like, hey, why do you have two of those? Oh, I don't actually have two. One's that, but this one, very clear, not the same helicopter.
Right.
So that's cool.
And the figures in this one are completely different from the previous. So
yeah, and we get that diver. So yeah, is there any other features for the model itself you want to go over before we bring in Landon?
I don't know. I mean, if you've seen one of our Blackhawks, you're going to know what's in it. It's a fairly detailed model. It's big. It's beefy. It'll take up a lot of desk space. Make sure you have space for it.
Be ready for displays and the hours of entertainment, not only the building but in the playing process as well. Yep. Okay. Well, very, very cool, Dan. Thanks for going over that with me. Now let's take a look at that 4-person crew. We'll bring in Landon and check it out. All right. So now we got Landon joining us because we got a crew of 4 minifigures to go over with the Jayhawk. There's a lot of orange over there.
A lot of orange.
Which makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. If you fall in the water, high vis, super helpful. Especially the rescue swimmer dude here. He's got
starting right at the top. Okay, I
yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
So he's got those yellow arms for extra high vis going on, and that yellow helmet, custom 3D printed and UV printed.
So he's not sleeveless.
No, he's not sleeveless.
It's a flesh-colored minifig, which means if his arms are yellow, he's not sleeveless.
Arms are yellow. Yes. So he's got. I'll take that helmet, that diver helmet off here, or the rescue swimmer helmet. A nice little balaclava diver hood around the head there.
The wetsuit.
Yes. This little face peeking through. He's got this harness that goes all the way around. That was a real pain in the butt to try and get all that artwork to line up. But
yeah.
I think I got it. A little bit of a swimming vest there, like a life preserver vest that can be inflated with like a pull cord or just like blown up manually. But there's a little canister, I think, of like CO2 to inflate the thing. That's the swimmer there. Got his little fins going on as well. Pilot, so he's very similar for these three guys.
Let's go over that headpiece real quick, though.
Yeah.
Because so it's been kind of, this is what, diver number 2 for you this year?
Probably,
because you did one Seahawk, I want to say.
Yeah.
That was the all black one.
Yep.
So this is a new headpiece, though.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. I think we were going to try and use a Lego helmet. Kind of running into some issues with print coverage. So we were like, you know what, why not? Let's see if we can just take a crack at our own version.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool to be able to, it seems like everything now, if you got a specialized figure, we just pretty much look at the 3D print department and go, hey, make this happen. And they've really, really come through. This is another great example of that.
So it's kind of got similar vibes to like a fast helmet, actually. I mean, they're all kind of like derived from like mountain climbing helmets or skateboard helmets even.
Cool.
It's kind of a similar lineage. So it's a similar look to it. So we figured we'd take a crack at it. It's cool that it interfaces with the genuine Lego goggles.
That's really neat. Have we done that before? A 3D printed headpiece that interfaces with.
I think so.
So that's unprecedented and very, very cool, and definitely something that adds to the design process to be able to create that element. So props to Em and Arco and that whole department for getting something like that put together for this.
Yes.
If you can't tell, I like the diver, so you can move on now.
Well, yeah, he's one of the more iconic. Lego has their own kind of, I guess, simplified version of this guy. So
I think your version will go rescue the Lego version.
Maybe. Like that guy has been like swimming in that river for ages.
No one's pulled him out. I know, right?
Just come on, Lego Rescue Swimmer, get on the job. That's why we made this. We had to get this guy out of the river.
We're trying to put an end to those commercials.
Oh my goodness. So the crew actually similar kind of cold weather suits going again in that high vis in case the helicopter has to go down in the water. This is you definitely would want to be visible in that situation. These guys all have harnesses. So again, if they go down, they can be lifted, extracted from the water, or just an extra measure of safety there. This guy right here would be the pilot. In going through different source photos, it seemed like they're wearing almost the exact same gear. Sometimes I would see pilots wear a little bit more specific jumpsuit. There's not the like abrasion panels on the elbows and knees like the crew would have.
Sure.
So it's a bit more of a simple outfit. So I figured we got 3 guys. Let's make one of them a little bit special.
Cool.
In addition, obviously, the rescue swimmers.
Right.
So maybe they're all special, right? They're all cool.
Yeah.
So these 2 guys, same deal, same loadout between these 2. We got that life preserver LPU around the neck, and that again it's like a canister that when you pull the cord, it inflates just big around your neck, and then various other just pouches for gear and other rescue equipment.
So there you have it. Full crew of 4. So 3 guys, 2 pilots, 1. Is he technically a door gunner, or what is his
Door gunner.
Crew.
I would just go crew.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He'll work the winch and help out the rescue diver, and there you have it. Another awesome helicopter build with a whole bunch of printing, not complete without its 4-person fully printed crew.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. The release of the MH-60T Jayhawk. That'll do it for the Designer Studio. Make sure to tune in next time. We'll take a look at another Brickmania kit.